I did it. I learned how to crochet with rubber bands. Hi everyone. Today I am going to crochet with rubber bands. I know, right? You can actually crochet with rubber bands. What? How? Here with me, I have Freddie the Frog and Billy the Bunny. These are the brand new Lumigurumi craft kits by Rainbow Loom. In this video, I'm going to unpackage these and then I'm going to give you my first impressions, do the testing, any of my thoughts, and my honest reaction to the process because I am truly a beginner at this. If you've never done this before, welcome to the club. If you have, you're already much more skilled than I am. But I'm gonna try my hardest. While I was dressed up, I decided to film another video. I tested Target acrylic paint markers and compared them to POSCA. So if you're interested in seeing that video, I'm going to link it in the description box below, as well as the iCard up in the corner. Without further ado, let's get into the packages, but actually I have to pause because I have to do some close-ups. You're in the way, miss. My current filming setup so I could film with two cameras. The first thing I pulled out is this little plastic package that says Lumi Pack on it. And there are a lot of little tiny goodies in here. Oh my gosh. I love the little hearts. I think those are the stitch markers. The cutest little Billy charms in here too, these acrylic ones with Billy on them. What I'm most interested in is this little Lumigurumi starter loom because I had so much trouble with Lumigurumi trying to do it on my own. I think this is going to help me. I hope so. These sad little attempts here. I tried. Oh, next thing in here, Lumigurumi Premium Rainbow Loom bands. So these bands are a little bit stronger than the usual bands, and I've had some experience with them before when I tried the Rainbow Loom 360. I tested that kit. These bands are really strong. There are 1,000 bands total, and there are two colors, white and pastel pink. What else do we have in here? Ooh, a special Lumigurumi hook. I like the little heart at the top. I like the shape of this too to be able to hold onto it. The blue part is plastic, but it's very, very durable and strong. Hear that? And then the bottom is metal. We like it. Then we have the instruction guide, which this is very detailed, which I am going to need. Wow. There are a lot of steps to this. Kind of looks intimidating, but I am confident in myself. And the final thing in here is a bag of vacuum sealed fluff. This is called Fluff Stuff. I could not think of a more perfect name. In this bag of goodies, there is a slip hook, which is very tiny. 3 eyes, they have you covered in case you lose one or one breaks, but they shouldn't break. 10 clear G-clips, 4 of these adorable acrylic charms, 1 bag clip, 10 of these cute heart stitch markers. Let's just dip into Freddie's bag. So, Frankie. Freddie, why did I say that? Billy and Frankie. Frankie's charms are so cute too. This one, he's catching a fly, which should be really disgusting, but for some reason, this is my favorite one. A very close second is Be Hoppy on a lily pad. Same nifty hook, instructions, and fluff. Also 1,000 rubber bands, but these ones, of course, are green. Oh, wait a minute, there's 3 colors in here. Black for his little mouth and some white as well for his belly. Exciting stuff. This is my work area for the evening, my couch. And we have Muse right here. Yeah, we have Muse right here. And I am going to use my Rainbow Loom 360 bands as practice for Lumigurumi, so I don't, you know, get into the kit yet and ruin how cute it looks because I still have to do some close-ups. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can make this happen. This is my painting. It's almost finished. One of my paintings. I think I did it. I think I finally have a grasp on the concept of Lumigurumi. I think I made it happen. Phoenix is a champ. He's eating dry food with... How many teeth do you have, buddy? Day 2, the filming setup for my shorts slash reels slash TikToks has gotten even more ridiculous, but the footage is looking really good. So I'm really happy with my makeshift Crayola box tripod. Before bed, I was able to get through all of this. That means today I'm going to begin on round 12, and that means I am about halfway through the body. I got some footage of me trying the Easy Start loom, which I will insert here. I don't want to film it again in horizontal regular form. It's really, really easy, but I will say I did kind of mess up the first time, so I got it on my second try. And I have watched Lumigurumi tutorials in the past, so I had a little bit of knowledge going into it, but if you don't get it on the first try, try again. I don't know, there's just something in my head that finally clicked, and the directions really, really helped, I think, just being able to read it and learn about it in a different way. So if you are having trouble, watch different tutorials, but the directions, like I said, the instruction booklet in this kit, it really helped me because for the longest time, I just could not get this one step, and I finally got it, and now it's so easy, and I'm like, how did I not see that before? Also, something that's really cute is you can decorate the hook with a charm, so I put Billy the Bunny on top of mine. Here's an example of me completing a couple of stitches in real time, meaning I didn't speed up or slow down the video footage. But I did edit out the brief parts of me fumbling to hold on to the bands in perfect focus. It just kind of got messy. So in a few seconds, I'm gonna demonstrate the same exact steps, but in a more comfortable position. When I'm sitting down and able to move my hands freely, not having to worry about staying within such a limited frame for camera close-ups, it looks a lot more natural, which you'll see, and a lot more effortless too. Okay, here we go. I have 24 white rubber bands counted out for round 5, and I'm about to start my phone timer. All right, there it goes. I started getting nervous. You can see here, I'm having a little bit of stage fright. It took me like 3 or 4 tries to get the band on the hook at first, but it was short-lived, and then I got back into feeling calm and in the swing of things. So I will let this footage play at regular speed for about 1 minute before I make it really fast for the sake of hopefully not boring you too much. I want you to be aware that I am extremely rusty and out of practice at this point, and I'm still going so much more quickly than I was in the close-up footage. And again, this is all because of just being able to sit in a comfortable position. But it has been probably a month and a half since I was working on the Lumigurumi little figures, and I'm so rusty, so out of practice, yet it still just came right back to me, kind of like riding a bike. For comparison, when I filmed these 2 close-up stitches here, it took me over 6 minutes or so to show them. The same 2 stitches that I just did here are taking me well under 30 seconds for the 2 of them combined, probably closer to 10 to 15 if you do the math, but you also have to factor in the removal and replacement of the little heart stitch marker. So anyway, I was able to complete 24 entire stitches plus move that stitch marker at the beginning in about 4 minutes total, and that includes, you know, bringing the phone over to the camera. Look what I have accomplished. I have almost the entire body done. It's to the point where it's time to stuff. So I opened up the fluff. I have a little bit in here right now. You probably can't tell. It is in there though. It's like an egg or a cocoon. I don't know if we'll need all of this, but I'm just gonna put as much as I can. This is about to be a chubby bunny. Look how chubby! I love it. I'll probably end up putting a little bit more, but first I want to explain what's going on over here. This is an extra piece, which is going to be a second bunny because I needed practice and I needed some more shots for my short form. And then on this hook, which is a super old metal hook back from when I lived in Oklahoma, So this is circa 2013, 2014, I believe. And on here, I have 4 danglies, 2 ears, and 2 arms. Update. I did go ahead and stuff the entire bag of polyester fill into Billy's body. Then I attached more white bands to the bottom so I could close off the opening. I didn't record that process, but here is the outcome. I did it! I finished the body. This is the very first of many to come. Now I'm gonna pop in the eyes. These are really easy to attach, and if you don't like the initial position, they're also easy to adjust. After the eyes were in place, I got to work on stitching a cute pink nose and mouth. Then I attached both ears, one arm here, and now for the other arm. All that's left to do is her fluffy tail. And she's done. Oh my gosh, look at Billy. Here is a little bit more about sweet Billy. Billy is a fluffy bunny who loves to bake carrot cake to share with her besties. She enjoys bringing snacks to her weekly karaoke night, bouncing to the beat of her favorite songs. Would you sing a tune with her? I suck at singing, Billy, but I will sing with you. Billy would love to have a friend join her in this pretty little flower photo shoot, so it's time to shift some focus onto the creation of Frankie the Frog. Frankie's fabulous frog bod gets made the exact same way Billy's did, except lime green loom bands are used instead of white, of course. In addition to the body, I crocheted a belly, a couple legs, and these 2 round-ish eye sockets. Moving on to the fluffy filling to give this frog some more shape and dimension. Then the rest of the body parts can technically be attached in any order. Before securing the eye pieces to the top of the body, I popped in the shiny safety eyes. The slip hook comes in handy for making sure each attachment will stay in place. Plus, the bands used for stitching get hidden inside the stuffing. After the eyes, you can see I added the belly, followed by the feet, and then I used black bands for the mouth. Here is Frankie's big debut. What a fun looking frog. Now for a little tale about this character who doesn't have a tail. Frankie is a joyful frog who likes to nap in his pond. Despite his sleepy nature, Frankie loves to leap into a game of hopscotch across the lily pads. Can you beat him in a game of leapfrog? Probably not. Look, I have really high confidence in my crafting abilities, but beating a frog at leapfrog? No, not gonna happen. By the way, I added a mouth to my tiny frog keychain charm, so it matches Frankie now. While these 2 new besties frolic together in the flower field, a delivery dropped down from the sky. Would you look at that? They're both about to be cloned. Plus, Perry the Parrot gets to join the group too. I didn't get any creation footage of Perry because I was on a tight deadline to crochet these 3 additional figures, but I was able to work in a quick photo shoot after they were all complete. So here that is. Want to know where all these adorable Lumigurumi animals traveled to? Well, even if you don't, I'm going to tell you. They just happened to be special guests at the New York Toy Fair, alongside many other handmade creations and Rainbow Loom products here at the Rainbow Loom booth. I am so happy I got to help contribute even though I wasn't there in person. These little guys are doing big things in the world. Look how squishy. My very first Lumigurumi character, Billy the Bunny. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was gonna be. It was a little bit challenging. It took me a few minutes to catch on, a few tries on the magic ring, but after grasping the concept, look at Billy. I'm so proud of myself for sticking with it. I had so many doubts. Not only did I create Billy, I created 4 others as well. There are duplicates because they have a very big purpose. They're going on a journey. I will not lie though, I'm a little bit sad that I don't get to keep my first 2, but I can always make new ones. I know they won't be them, but they are seriously going to be doing so much more bigger, better things out in the world than they would be doing here, just, you know, hanging out in my studio and being decor. They're off to such exciting places. These were my very first 2 attempts, and these were my 4th and 5th attempts total out of the 5. Things I noticed after making 5 Lumigurumi characters: I got better at the technique from the first to the last. And I also got a little bit quicker. I didn't have to count my stitches quite as meticulously, as in I wasn't writing down all the checkboxes. See this? I didn't have to do that as I moved on to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So the time did definitely decrease. I didn't actually time how long it took me to make the first one, but I would say, I don't know, 7 hours, maybe, possibly. This one took me 5.5. And Billy the Bunny does take a tiny bit longer for me because the ears do take a little bit longer individually than, you know, the eyes and little legs and wings on the others. Frankie and Perry took me, I think, about 5 hours. I don't, again, know how long the first one took me. This probably took me 6 hours, so maybe I cut off an hour here. But then I cut off another hour between, yeah. I can comfortably make one of these figures in about 5 hours. Pretty cool. I have no other words. It's cool, but no, it really is. This was the first one I made, 2nd, 3rd, and then I did those 2 bodies kind of simultaneously, but I attached the stuff on this one 4th and then finished off with this one 5th. I just lined them up on the baker's rack for their final photo shoot with me, and they are about to be on their way to their next destination, so I'm going to wrap them up in tissue paper, bubble wrap, and put them in a box and send them on their next journey. Then I'm gonna put probably one more piece of tissue paper, crumbled, and this bubble wrap on top. Then seal her all up. The 6 of us, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Bye! You know, it's Frankie the Frog's turn to shine. What do you think about that? You think you can give him a turn? Muse? Can you give Frankie a turn, please? Thank you. She says only if you pet me. Yeah. You leaving? Bye.